Georgia has smashed early voting records. More than 1 million people have already cast their ballots. Just yesterday, nearly 125,000 people showed up at the polls. That is a 23% increase since the 2018 midterms. WSCV's Archie Sashardri is in our Georgia Capitol newsroom with a closer look.
New state data shows 16% of active voters in Georgia have already voted, with the state receiving more than 100,000 absentee ballots.
But when we had Governor Kemp win by 55,000 votes in 2018 and President Biden win by 11,779 votes in 2020, I think people who are Republicans, Democrats, and Independents realize that the weight of their vote is much higher here than, say, Vermont or California.
While Northeast Georgia is seeing high voting, some areas like Augusta-Richmond County are seeing low turnout.
If you look at Augusta-Richmond, they are one of the lowest turnouts in the state right now. They're a little less than 7% of the registered voters have voted. But their suburban northern neighbor, Columbia County, has more than double the amount of voters that Richmond County has, even though they have fewer registered voters.
The Secretary of State predicts around 5 million Georgians to vote for the November midterms and expects long lines on the last day of early voting as well as Election Day.
If you ever vote on Friday, you're almost guaranteed a line. It's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately, especially in the middle of the day.
Voting activists say make a plan, show up early, and bring your voting ID this election season.
So we want to make sure that people know who they're going to vote for before they go by getting a sample ballot. And then if you have a problem, we want people to call the 1-866 our vote number and let people know what's going on.
The biggest thing we're seeing is there's a lot of counties that are really overperforming, and a lot of them are randomly sort of in the eastern part of the state and the northern part of the state. You see the biggest counties had the biggest turnouts.
Archie Sashardri, WSAV News 3 on your side.
The last day to request an absentee ballot is this Friday, October 28th, and you have to return it by Election Day, November 8th at 7 p.m. Unlike Election Day, you can vote at any precinct in your county that is open during early voting.